if you guys have seen the recent news on Bella Poarch, but this is insanity. Being a content creator is awesome, sure. And if you're a successful online creator, you may have fame, money, and attention, but that all comes at a cost. And trust me, that cost can be very steep. As a content creator myself, I should know this. I've spent more than 7 years on various platforms creating viral videos and live streaming. And luckily for me, I found a lot of success while doing it. Actually, the entire reason I built this YouTube channel right here is to help others make it big. So don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying I don't like being a content creator. I'm just saying for some people, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Literally last week, I was getting threats of someone stalking me. So, you know, things like that do happen as a content creator. This story is about Bella Poarch. And I think every large content creator with some sort of a platform would agree with me. They'll tell you all the amazing things, nice houses, nice cars, great parties, getting free products all the time. But in my experience, there's also something a little bit more sinister. After all that adrenaline wears off, you're left with reality, which is this job doesn't just bring you good things, it brings the bad things too. And sometimes those bad things are placed on display for the whole world to see. So if you're one of those people out there that just want to become a content creator, ask yourself this: what would you be willing to give up for success? Your time, your money, your privacy? Are you willing to give it all? Don't answer too quickly. Really think about it, because giving up everything is a lot harder than you think. Let's take a look at this clip about Bella Poarch and what she's had to give up for the past 7 years, and now maybe potentially for a lifetime, just for her career as a content creator. And for those of you living under a rock who don't know who Bella Poarch is, she started posting TikTok videos in 2020, and not long after started lip syncing to the song M to the B. And although it may not look like much now here in 2023, that video went so viral that she basically experienced overnight fame. She now has over 90 million followers and has done music covers, signed a record deal, released an EP, and she was also holding on to a massive secret. She had a husband the entire time. And this wasn't someone she just met real quick and went to Vegas to tie the knot. No, they had been together for 4 years when her TikTok made her famous. And guys, when this story leaked, the internet lit up. People were shocked, confused, intrigued, because just when we realized that she had a husband this entire time, now we know that they're divorced. I'm kind of having trouble processing all of this information. But what's even crazier is that she was able to keep it a secret for that long. People even went back to try and scrape her social media for signs, and they couldn't find anything. It's because they were so viciously attacking him when she posted about him, which is honestly really, really sad. Bella explained that she previously had uploaded wedding photos, but people attacked her husband so viciously that she felt bad for him, and he couldn't handle the social media pressure and fame. I mean, he didn't sign up for this, she did. So in order to preserve him and preserve their relationship, she completely wiped him off of the internet and kept it a secret. No wedding photos, no mushy-gushy relationship posts, and no posts with a ring on her finger. Imagine having to take your ring off every time you post. The only reason anyone found out about this is because she signed divorce papers. The divorce papers were eventually leaked, and that was all it took. Remember what I said about privacy and not being able to have it as a content creator? Yeah, I feel like the most heartbreaking part about all of this is that there were so many fans who felt like Bella owed them an explanation. People from all across the web begging her for answers. They were wondering if this was another Amaranth situation. I mean, for those of you guys that don't know who Amaranth is, she's a streamer who hid the fact that she had a husband just so that she could receive money and donations from men. But Bella's story is a little bit different. Still, fans were throwing hate at her and calling her a liar. And look, I was curious too, but I don't feel like she should be forced to respond. Don't we feel like privacy is a basic human right? But on the other hand, there's fans that say, you signed up for this, you posted online, now you don't get your privacy. We want answers, we want to know. So which side are you on? Do you think content creators owe the public their explanations and they forego their right to privacy? Or do you think content creators should be able to have the right to their privacy still, even though they're spending time uploading videos online? I'll be honest, the whole reason I decided to make this video is because after watching Bella's apology video, it made me realize how much I had given up to be a content creator, to put my life online. And honestly, it's a little bit sad, but I'm still very, very thankful for the career that I have. In the interview, Bella finally opened up and talked a lot about her husband, the relationship that they had, how her career affected that relationship, and ultimately the gritty details on their split and how social media media influenced that. In my opinion, social media is kind of the whole reason that they split in the first place. And it was the one point of tension in their marriage. She talked about the fact that her ex-husband had social anxiety and was also a really private person. When she started gaining popularity online and getting hit on by other people all the time, she figured, what better way to get rid of all of these guys hitting on me than to go public about the fact that I'm married? No. This is the internet. That did not work. And let me tell you, that was not the right decision because, well, this is the internet. This made people flood her comments with hate, saying awful things about her and her husband. And I actually experienced this as well. I went through a pretty public split from my ex-fiance, and when I started dating my boyfriend, my fan base came in to try and save me from another terrible split, another terrible relationship. But little did they know this man would be the love of my life, and I would eventually end up marrying him as well. And now they've accepted him, but at the same time, I totally understand. So I've experienced firsthand how fans can become so protective over someone that they admire, which can be a good thing, but in Bella's case, can also tear a marriage apart. Is this really what the fans wanted? Actually, I'm sure it probably is. Aside from overprotective fans, creators have also experienced the scary and violent side of this no privacy thing. The stalking, doxing, death threats, swatting, and regardless of who you are, you should never have to deal with something like that. I think the job of being an influencer is the balance of showcasing your creativity to the world and also being okay with those who don't think you're that creative. I once heard this quote that said, your goal as a content creator is not to get everyone to like you, it's to find your people. As long as you go into the career of content creation or influencing with the goal of just sharing what you love to the world, regardless of whether people also love it or love you or don't love you so much, you're gonna be all right. I think being a content creator or an influencer requires you to balance the world of being loved and hated. I wouldn't say it's one for one, but you definitely have to have thick skin and be able to rise above the hate comments. And if you're ready to take on the world of content creation, you can click the link below. But oh, back to my question. Are you ready? Are you willing to give it all? See you in the next video.